Lord Troyan.
This is where you put the
Brother,
this guy
stinks.
Insane, insane.
stinks.
Okay, editor me here. I haven't even started editing the video yet, but it's like 5 a.m. But there's this one part in the video, which is the character section, which is like 38 minutes long.
Whoa!
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be cutting out some of that. I'm just gonna keep the most important parts of it because like I don't want to spoil the account review for y'all. But there's some things that y'all just don't need to see there. But but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, that's it. Peace out. Welcome back. And today I have a different type of account review that I want to do for you guys. So today we're gonna be doing a guess this time. So it's not just gonna be me you guys are hearing. Today we have
Me, Mono.
yes, we have my friend
There you go.
Mono. Y'all should expect him in a decent amount of videos, not a lot, but y'all might see him in some videos sooner or later. But today we're going to be doing an account review for him. I've known this guy for almost a year now. Well, we've been basically playing Wuwa together, a little bit of HSR and a little bit of ZZ, and I think that's really it.
It's
I
almost our
guess we
Huh?
it's almost our anniversary. It's crazy. I think we've been playing games for a little while now, so I just kind of wanted to see like, well, what is his account looking like? Let's just see what his account have. Okay, so for account level, he passes. Of course, he's definitely way over past level 80. He's A1 player, I'm pretty sure. So we'll just see what his pull count is looking like. Pull count an amazing amount of pulls. I think this is roughly 120-ish pulls, I think, if my math is correctly. Let's go look at his corals. Okay, 860 corals. I want to ask, what are you currently saving up your corals for?
At first I was saving them for Lucilla, but then I think I'm getting Lucilla on a different account. So the units that are most likely getting this are Brant, maybe Galbrena if I'm feeling it like it, and honestly, Aemeath if I or Mornier. I might get M1 or S1 Mornier with one of those if it comes down to her rerun, and then I feel like it.
Okay, that's not bad.
Those are like ideas.
That's not bad. Most players are probably going to question why is he not getting M2 Hayuki? Who knows? But let's just see here. The
Yo,
pulls is yeah, like I said, roughly around 120. So I guess with the golden resident tide is like 140-ish. Pretty good, pretty good. So that is really good pulls. How much money he's spent? I'm pretty sure he's not a free to play. So let's just see. No Lynae subscription right now. And then for his purchase,
nah, I'm free.
yeah, very, very free to play. This is as free to play as it could get, just over $130 spent. But
Just,
it
just
is
plus,
a
just plus.
yeah,
Said plus,
amazing free
you
to
know.
play player. Amazing free to play player. Characters. All right. Let's see what his characters are hitting on. First, we're gonna look at Arena and then we're gonna go down. All right. So Arena, this looks pretty good. Just your basic Arena, honestly. Very nice. No S2, break the count.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The amount of times I play Verena and I felt the fact that I don't have S2, it's actually insane. Because you know how long it took me to get Verena? My first Verena came on Rochia's banner at 80 pity.
Oh, that's
Because I
insane.
didn't pick her from any of the free selectors from the
Oh
beginning when
wow.
the game
Yeah.
first came out.
W breaking
And I did
incredible
not
to
get it from
people.
any 50/50 losses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
W
I
breaking.
definitely like had definitely had some struggles, but I was still clearing. I was still doing it. I was still holding it down
Yeah, luckily
somehow.
she still the goat. Still the goat. So let's see. Aemeath, this is the first DPS. Pretty good build. I like it. Just like every other Aemeath, though, I'll just say I'm gonna cry because you don't have the 100% crit rate. You're literally 4 off. But the ER and everything else looks insanely good. It looks really good. The liberation doesn't really matter that much, honestly, because she gets like a lot from her teammates and she got a lot of stuff buffing. So like that doesn't really matter that much. He has signature weapon, of course, pretty good, pretty good. And then the set itself, it looks pretty good. He has the stuff. The traces, thank God, thank God he has them all leveled up. All right, yep, and no dupes. No dupes on Aemeath, but yeah, the build itself does look pretty good.
Aemeath, you mentioned the not 100% crit rate. You want to know how many crits I've missed on Aemeath? I think I've missed like 2. Like
Hey,
of all the times I played this character, I think I've missed like 2 crits, like on her final ult.
hey, It is what it is. I just personally think if a character can get 100% crit rate easily, I want to get 100% crit rate on that character easily. But it is what it is. I mean, the character's still going to clear with 100% crit rate or not, so it doesn't even really matter that much as long as the build is good. But Mornye,
Also
pretty
not
good.
DPS.
I I can't remember what her ER breakpoint is, but I don't know if it's that low. I know
It's
her
260.
is 260. Okay, I
It's
knew
260.
I
But
knew
you
it
need to
wasn't
have her
like
in the
that low.
team.
Oh yeah, she isn't on the team because she gets like 10, how much 15? She gets like a decent amount
I think it's
from
like
one of these things in her stuff or her echo. But yeah, she gets the ER. But Discord, pretty standard. R5. That's very nice. On the set, perfect. Traces, basically maxed out everything that needs to be maxed out. Dupes, none. Okay. Okay, this Mornay looks very nice. Okay, so the Lynae build, I like it. I really like it until I see the ER. I just have this really beef with Lynae and with her in the ER. So if it's below 128 or anything, I just don't think it's a good Lynae for at least ER wise because I really just want ER on this character, man. But yeah, you do have Lynae her signature weapon, which is very very nice. Okay, and then you have her on her signature set. So yep, this is really nice. 16 of the ERs coming from this, which is literally all the ER he
loadouts.
has.
You
Uh huh.
you'll see, look at the loadouts. The
Loda.
first build of the loadouts, you'll see I have another set for.
Okay. This also looks pretty good.
There's a
We're gonna we're,
DPS set.
yeah, we'll look at that literally right after we look at her dupes and traces. Okay, traces, really nice. Really nice. And then dupes.
Damn!
S3 Lynae. Very nice. Most people can stop at the S2. The S3 is just like a nice bonus for like 4 damage. That's kind of really it. But it's really good. It's really good. The DPS build also looks really good. I feel like the ER probably doesn't matter that much for DPS build because you'll probably only use the ult when you actually get on her turn, which you most likely would get it in a DPS type of team. But yeah, the build does look really good, and especially with the S3, it'll be very very nice damage, very very nice damage. I like the build. Me personally, I enjoy Chisa as the main
I already know what you're
DPS.
gonna say.
Yeah, so I enjoy as a main DPS, and while I play main DPS Shisha, her ER requirements are
Yeah.
horrendous. Horrendous, man. But you do have Cartethyia, I'm pretty sure, and you have Aemeath, so you do use her as a support, and you're not really the type of player to run supports as DPS for real. So what are your thoughts on a Chisha right now in the meta?
The funniest part about her release was that everyone was saying that she's the 3.0 shorekeeper, and I kind of thought she would have been at the same time, because I was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense, because a lot of games do that. They release their like highly pushed character, at least in terms of support, for the next region right before the next region. But so far, it looks like her job has kind of been taken in other places if it's not Cartethyia, and then if it's like Cartethyia, like Arrow Rover would be kind of doing that. But I don't care. Chisa's still the goat, and I hate Arrow Rover. I'm never playing him in that team ever again. And I did do her main DPS a few times, especially with Lynae. Uh, definitely way more damage than I initially thought, because looking at her scaling, you would think it's pretty low, but her DPS gets surprisingly high.
True, true. As a DPS Chisha player, that is true. It is surprisingly high. Weapon does have it. Set does have pretty good. Looks nice. And then traces literally all maxed out. Very nice. Oops, none. But that is okay. His career is diabolical. But before that, I, I want I want to ask another question again. Same question basically. What
Yeah.
is your thoughts on Cho Yan right now in the meta?
I like where he's at now way better than where he was at when he initially released, because I played him a lot with Galbrena, and with what we'll see later. I realized that yeah, he's an increase in damage, but the only thing I don't like about him, he does everything great. He is a character that does everything right for me as a person, except for the fact he gets knocked away by you breathing on him. There are enemies in the game that just start flying all the time, and if you miss his attacks, he doesn't get his concerto. And he will also get knocked out the sky because you can't dash cancel it, you can't jump cancel it, you can't do anything with those moves. You have to use it and you hope to God that you don't get hit. I don't know if his cons even give him resistance, but if they do, I might just have to get it just for the fact I'm tired of getting knocked out of my moves. That's it for me. Like I think he's good in the meta still, like decent.
Okay, okay. I mean, you do have his sig. Not a lot of players out there with his sig, including me. So yeah, said me personally, I like running him on 2-piece Moonlit, but the 2-piece for extra damage is also pretty decently nice. And then max out traces basically except for the basic attack. It is what it is. Dupes, none, S1, it does help him from being interrupted. Is it worth
Oh
it?
my God! All right, chat, we might have to get that. We
Is
might have
it
to get
worth
that.
it? Me personally, I would say no. But if you're a Choyan, a Toyer, and you like him finishing his moves without flopping like a freaking bird, getting shot out the sky, then I think it is a good get.
We love him finishing.
Whoa!
I love him finishing too. This Galbrena actually looks pretty good. This might be my favorite build out of all of them so far. Only thing I will argue is literally just slightly higher on both crit stats, but it's still good. But what I like the most is the ER. This character fights for her ultimate. You have to physically fight this character for her ultimate. But besides that, looks good. 38% heavy damage. That's very nice. 100% sure bro got signature weapon. Yep, signature weapon. Very nice. And then the set, all right. Looks good. Maxed out traces. Very nice. No dupe.
Definitely emphasize on the fighting for my ult. For the amount of times you sat here watching me get blasted for not getting my ult.
I like the crit stats. I really do. It's
This
just
is
her
where the
ER.
builds get arguably more sus. This is where it gets more sus. In the
Yeah.
middle range, or at least just with these two characters, with the next two, it gets a little sus.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here with her ER.
She
You
gets
are a
the
quit swap player. So I think getting her ultimate shouldn't be too hard. You don't have her weapon. I'm genuinely surprised. I'm actually genuinely surprised here. I'm surprised you don't have her weapon. But it is okay. She's still a
yeah. I
great character
usually are
even
so
without her weapon. She's penny flashing us. But it is pretty good build. I just don't like no ER. But since you do quit swap, it should be all right. The set, really good. Traces, not maxed out, surprisingly. Actually surprised that you don't have these maxed out. And then dupes, none. It would be crazy if you had dupes for with no weapon. You'll see that for a lot of
that'd
Firefly
be crazy.
mates. But yeah, this is
Yeah.
the this is a pretty good build. Pretty good build except for the ER. And then we have Ferlova. Um, I just want somebody to just
See what I mean?
double
You
check
see
it.
what I mean?
Okay, the crit rate.
That's where it went. That's where all the ER went.
Yeah, so the crit rate is good. This is like 109 crit rate. But the fact that Ferlova has all the ER from this Ferlova, Galbrena, and Chisa, like is very interesting. I don't know how you acquired this much ER. This is literally, I'm pretty sure 30 ER. Yes, it's 30 ER straight from substats, which is kind of crazy. But besides that, besides the ER, the build is pretty good. I would say her skill damage is pretty good. Pretty good skill damage. It's very questionable on how much ER she has when she doesn't use ER literally at all. But that is pretty insane. Actually, I'm quite interested. No ER, no ER, no ER. Ooh, wait, never mind. There's ER right there. I was thinking it was gonna be highlighted. 2 ERs. My bad.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I don't know why I thought it was gonna be highlighted when I know she doesn't need ER at all. So that's 3 echoes with 10% ER on it, which is diabolical. But yeah. Besides that, the build is really, really good. 100% crit rate, 275 crit damage, maxed out traces. E1. He won. He won. I know you don't enjoy Frolova. Well, I wouldn't say you don't enjoy. You don't like her as much. But S2, as somebody that owns it but doesn't have it activated, it's very good.
I completely
But
forgot to say it in the dupe section. I would definitely get S3 if I wanted to like literally annihilate this game. Like
yeah,
because her S3 is like best con in the game. Like
yeah,
not
her
even lying.
S3
And
is
I can buy
top
both.
3 dupes in the game very easily. Except for the fact that she has this random Jiao part of her thing where she decreases the enemy's attack for some odd reason. But it is very good though. Very good. This S2, very strong. S3, very strong too. But that's for Lova. Lupa. So, like I said, since I know this guy, I know he's a fusion character lover. You can kind of tell. He has every single fusion character so far you've seen. But this Lupa build is very nice. I like it. The ER, the crit rate and the crit damage, very nice. The attack, everything. I love everything about this Lupa build. This is literally like dream Lupa builds. And then a lot of freaking liberation percentage. Oh my. That is a very good Lupa build. And then has the weapon, of course. Of course. Build itself looks very nice. Very nice. And then surprisingly, you don't have the traces maxed out. I'm actually surprised on this one at all of them. And then dupes. S3 Lupa. Yeah. Pretty crazy. So y'all seen I've ranked Lupa's dupes very high every time I've done dupe tier lists because it is just that good of a dupe. And if you like fusion characters, you just know you're gonna pull like fusion characters when they come out. This dupe is just worth it. Probably you can stop at S2, but like S3 is just like a very nice bonus. Very nice bonus. But yeah. What is your thoughts on Lupa right now in the meta?
She's just only gonna get better with every fusion release. Like, I don't even think it matters if there's somehow gonna be a quote unquote dedicated third slot for the fusion character, like with Aemeath. Like my Lupa does better with my Mornye, which I sure hope so. For my Aemeath team, using Lynae, Lupa, and her is better than using Lynae and Mornye. Which even if I were to get Mornye's S1, I feel like it'd still be better because Lupa not only does insanely good damage, but she consistently buffs the team all the time without, really sacrificing much. Like she has very good field time. I do quick swap a bit. Not well, like I say a bit as if I do it casually. No, I quick swap a lot. I am a dirty tryhard, especially with this team. Like I am a very filthy fire quick swap tryhard.
Yes, that is true. That is true. But yes, I like this Lupa build. I aim for a lot of Lupa builds to be like this. I actually like this build. Not 50k HP, but that's okay.
I'm
That's
glad
like
you do,
perfectly fine.
because I don't.
Uh,
I'm glad
I
you do,
I
because
actually
I
like this build. Okay, I could argue it could have more crit damage, but the crit rate is very nice, and the ER is also very nice. This is very nice. And then of course has Sig. I would like to see, are you even missing any crit subs? It doesn't seem like it. This is like 3-4 roll on everything. Okay, maybe
that's
you
for my
just
crit damage.
load.
Was 2 roll 3. I rolled 3 times.
Yeah, okay. There's just a bunch of low rolls on crit damage. So yeah, the crit damage just could be higher, but you just didn't fight for it because you got like 4 rolls on 3 rolls, like on everything, which is also perfectly fine. But dupes, I meant traces, maxed out, very nice because she does damage from like literally everything. And then no dupes, no dupes, which I think is very fun because she's already like stupid strong. Chicona, okay, I like this. This is a better ratio than your Cartethyia, but the crit rate, crit damage is a very nice ratio. I'm pretty sure liberation damage is like good on her. Yep, good
Yeah.
liberation damage. Has Sig, very nice. I really like Cartethyia. I'm at Chicona with Sig. Don't got max alterations. I don't think these two really matter that much. I mean, her skill probably misses some of the time, so it doesn't even really matter. No dupes, no dupes, which is fine, very fine. She's just a really good unit. I like this build. It's very close to my build, honestly. Really good heavy damage, good attack, good ER, good crit rate, and good crit damage. Sig, okay. I do want to see your rolls here. Low roll on crit rate, so you could get better there. but you already got 4 rolls, so it's like good. Another low roll crit rate, which is
Trust it.
insane. Yeah, the fact that you got these low rolls and you're like hitting 50 is kind of crazy. Oh yeah, this echo is really good. Could argue higher crit damage, but the crit rate rolled really high. Yeah, you have a lot of low roll crit rate. I don't know how you're hitting 50. I don't know how you're hitting 50 crit
You
rate.
see that the game low key hates me. Like, at least when it comes to crit rate rolls.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you're hitting 50, but that's insane. Traces maxed out. Dupes none. That's okay. Zanny is also really strong without dupes. Zanny is actually the one character in the game I would advise people not to get dupes on. Instead, just learn the character because she's really good at S0. And getting dupes on her just makes it slightly stronger, which her dupes are not that crazy good. Besides like the S2. The S1's kind of like, it's all right. The S3 is actually really good.
It's enticing because the crit rate.
Yeah.
That for me, I would be very enticed to get it because of the crit rate.
Yeah. The
I hate missing
S2,
crits.
I can say it could be very enticing player, especially for people that like to run crit damage for Echo. So this is literally pushing you to 90 crit rate if you got the S2, which is like really good.
Yeah, if you're
But
weird like me,
yeah, it
40 crit
is
damage with
really, really
S2.
good Zanny. Really good Zanny. So what's your opinion on Zanny right now in the meta?
All right, bet she is shit without PB. She's shit without Spectral Rover. She is terrible. The T5 unit, true. Yep.
True.
2 Nightfall character. I don't know why this character's in the game. Just put her
True.
in Genshin. Put her in Starro. I don't
Put
know.
her in Genshin. I would love her in Genshin. Zhuzha. No gear on her. That's
Just put more
insane.
Teffy stuff on. Yo.
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna keep it like this simply because her attack has 6-7 in it. So
Yo.
Changli, this Changli build is really nice. It's very close to mine. I think the only thing that you have better than mine is the ER. I can't remember how much ER mine has, but the fact that her defense on a perfect 13,000, not 13,000, 1,300 is very good. It's very good. And then good basic attack damage because she actually does do basic attack damage. And then skill damage is pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Has Sig, of course. So this is literally his bro wife. So yeah, I'm expecting to be maxed out. And then S2. S2. I'm actually surprised you're not running a crit damage. Or are you running? No, I'm actually getting no, I'm guessing.
I'm running crit rate. I do not hate myself with more than one character. Only one. I can't run crit damage on her. I will
uh
miss too many crits.
oh wow. I'm still surprised though, because I know when she first dropped, a lot of people just instantly went for like 40, 50
Hey,
crit
for
rate on
speedruns, I might
Changli.
try it.
Yeah, speed runs. Yeah, speed runs. It'll be very good. Very good. But yeah, very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice build. I'll just give her this will look better. Okay.
Based.
Yeah. 6-7. Never mind. All right. So we're leaving this build. I think all of these builds were really good. The one I disliked the most, I would say probably I like it, but the
Fair
ER
enough.
scares me.
I spent the least time building this character. So I'll definitely take that one.
Second one, probably Juju with no build with 6-7 attack. But let's go look at his in-game and map stuff. TOA. So let's look at left tower first. Solo Caltraro on the bottom floors. Zhang Liao, Lynae Mornier for the side tower. This is very nice. This is a Zhang Liao show. I'm surprised. And they gave him crit damage and liberation. That's very good. And then we're gonna go right
You got
tower.
Zhang Liao's shield before Zanny's shield, by the way.
It's a we got a chick shit clear on the bottom floors, and then Galbrena slamming this. Insane. And then middle tower. Okay. Zhengliao Yinlin, shorekeeper. A lot of people will tell you that team couldn't clear, especially with the electro race increased by 10%. But then second team, we have the basic Cartethyia team. This slams bottom floor extremely easily. And then we have the Changli Mono Fusion. And then Zanny. People are going to be surprised that they don't see Mornier, Lynae, or Aemeath used in this middle tower. Literally all old characters here. This is a full roster of old characters clearing, and the newer characters did got used once with Zhang Liao on the side tower. I think people are going to laugh at that. but that is kind of crazy. The character they have all the way down in tier 1.5 clears the top floor. But yeah, let's go look at Whipper-and-Waste. For this Whipper-and-Waste, he used Sanhua, got 2K. Sanhua Camellia got 2K very easily. And then Mono Fusion got 3K very easily. Okay, last Whipper-and-Waste, you got 4,000 with the Aemeath, and then 2.8 with Galbrena for Lova. I'm actually surprised this team did get more, but I also think there might have been Havoc enemies on that side. I think I can't remember fully, but it still got triple S. Very nice. Open world. Okay, so like I said, pretty sure bro is a day one player. So like this is like nothing new for day one players to have 1.x 100% it. All right, Black Shores 100% it. Okay, 2.x fully 100%. Not like me. Okay, and then 3.x also fully 100% it. Also not like me. All right, that is really good. That is really good. Holograms. He wanted me to look at these, so I'm just go look at max difficulty. Also, this first one is kind of insane. Beating Tempest Memphis with freaking Tauchi is crazy. And then solo Denjin, very nice. Denjin again, more Denjin, and then Jing Liao, and then a lot of Denjins. Okay, so this is max difficulty. So Tiffy Memphis, solo Denjin, minute and 40, really good. Heron, absolutely slammed by Chang Li. All right. Morning Aches, died. It literally died in the middle of Galbrena's ultimate, or probably died in the middle of Lupa's ultimate because it died in 14 seconds. All right. Then we got full team Denjin, 2 minutes. That's kind of crazy, like how she cleared slower in a full team than with a team. It's kind of crazy. Uh, 30 seconds on Clarence. That's really good. Inferno, 1 minute. I don't even think I've finished my Inferno. I can't remember. I might have soloed Dungeon, bro. I can't remember. And Fallacy. There's a lot of Zhengli out here. There's a lot of Zhengli out here. Zhengli out
That's
Yinlin
my go-to.
cleared all of these 2 minutes. Dual DBS Zhengli Carlotta into Hecate 2 minutes. Really good. And then main DBS Phoebe on Dirge. I don't know how you got her attacks off without getting hit. That's actually impressive. Lorelai, Mono Fusion, slammed. Brutalice, main DBS Changli, slammed. Kelpie, main DBS Changli, slammed. Okay, more Zhangliao. Yep, more Zhangliao. His average clear time is basically 2 minutes. Uh, Galbrena gets false Auburn, holy lore accurate. Bro got slammed. And then we have Dreamless, also got slammed by Changli. And then the newer bosses. Okay, so Zhang Liao slams here, and then 1 minute 30 on this one. Does she even get to use her ultimate? That's crazy. She probably did. I think she force uses it.
Hyvatia used both of her ultimates on me.
Oh
Or
wow.
I think I stopped her from using her last one because I killed her with the Savior Rises right before she did it or something.
Oh wow. Yeah. This one is really good. That one's really good. But yeah, these clear toms are amazing. The most teams use is main DPS Chang Li and then Zhang Liao. The fastest clear, Galbrena. It was probably all Lupa, but it was Galbrena. But yeah, Lupa probably killed her ultimate immediately. But yeah, that is very nice. For my final thoughts on this account, it is a really good account. It kind of shows patience in a way. He also has spent money. I'm pretty sure not a lot of money though. Probably a little bit over 200. But it is really good. Really good account. I would say if I had to give it a rating though, I would say it's a cool 9.9 out of 10. Very good. It's a very good account. He got deuce on some characters that I wouldn't recommend to a lot of characters, but I mean to a lot of players. I just call players
With her
characters.
on screen is insane. Yo,
Yeah.
yo, with her on screen is insane.
Yeah, I he has a lot of dupes I would not recommend on a lot of players. So like S2 Chang Li, he has S1 Yunlin by accident. The S2 Shorekeeper is nice. He has S3 Lupa. I would recommend this to a player. If they really love mono fusion, I would recommend this to a player. He has S1 for Lova, and I would recommend a player to get S2 for Lova if they want to just absolutely destroy the game. But if they don't want to, I would recommend don't get in that. But then he has S3 Lynae. I would recommend a player to just stop at S2, but the S3 is like a cool plus. So it's like cool. But that's really about it. I would say it's nice. It's pretty nice. And then he has over 860 corals. So he has enough to get literally another 2 dupes if he wanted to. So it's very nice. I can't really give him any pulling advice because he basically is overbeating the end game. There's really not much he can do besides like pulling signature weapons for some characters, like his Carlotta, and that's really about it. So I think the account is in a good state. He can kind of just pull whatever he wants, honestly. And then like the account's just going to survive because it has a lot of good things. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. What is your final thoughts about this account review, or anything you think I said wrong about your account today?
Don't tell me my account's breaking in the comments, bro.
Insane. Insane. I think that's going to be it. If you guys like this type of content and want more videos like this, make sure to join my Discord for a chance to win a giveaway for Luna's subscription. I will be giving away 5 people at 500 subs. But that's going to be it.